Good evening and welcome. The Byzantine Empire, often referred to as the Eastern Roman Empire, began in 330 AD when the Roman Emperor Constantine the Great established a new capital at Constantinople, transforming the ancient Greek city of Byzantium into a political, economic, and cultural center that would endure for over 1,000 years. While the Western Roman Empire gradually declined and ultimately fell in 476 AD, the Byzantine Empire preserved Roman law, governance, and military traditions, while also developing a distinct Greek-influenced Christian identity, especially after Christianity was solidified as the state religion. Under the reign of Justinian I in the 6th century, the empire reached a peak of territorial expansion, briefly reclaiming parts of the former Western Roman territories such as Italy, North Africa, and Spain, while also producing the monumental legal codification known as the Corpus Juris Civilis and constructing architectural masterpieces like the Hagia Sophia, which symbolized the empire's wealth and devotion. However, these expansions overstretched resources, and subsequent centuries saw the empire facing constant threats from external enemies including the Persians, Arabs, Bulgars, and later the Turks, as well as internal instability marked by political intrigue, religious disputes such as iconoclasm, and economic fluctuations. Despite these challenges, the Byzantines demonstrated remarkable resilience, using diplomacy, strategic marriages, and military innovation, such as the use of Greek fire, to defend their borders and maintain influence. During the Middle Byzantine period, particularly under the Macedonian dynasty, the empire experienced a revival in military strength, economic prosperity, and cultural achievement, preserving and transmitting classical Greek and Roman knowledge to the Islamic world and later to Renaissance Europe. Constantinople remained one of the most important cities in the world, serving as a hub of trade connecting Europe and Asia, and as a center of Orthodox Christianity under the leadership of the Patriarch. However, the empire's fortunes declined after the disastrous defeat at the Battle of Manzikert in 1071 against the Seljuk Turks, which led to the loss of much of Anatolia, its economic and military heartland. Further weakening occurred during the Fourth Crusade in 1204, when Western European crusaders, instead of reaching the Holy Land, sacked Constantinople, establishing a short-lived Latin empire and fracturing Byzantine territory into smaller successor states. Although the Byzantines eventually recaptured Constantinople in 1261 under the Palaeologan dynasty, the empire never fully recovered its former strength, becoming increasingly dependent on foreign powers and economically diminished. In its final centuries, it faced the rising power of the Ottoman Turks, who gradually encircled and reduced Byzantine lands. Despite heroic defenses and attempts to secure aid from the West, the empire ultimately fell in 1453 when Mehmed II led the Ottoman forces in the successful siege of Constantinople, marking the end of the Byzantine Empire and a significant turning point in world history, as it signaled the end of the medieval Roman state and the rise of the Ottoman Empire as a dominant power, while also prompting the migration of Greek scholars to Western Europe, contributing to the Renaissance and ensuring that Byzantine cultural and intellectual heritage would continue to influence the modern world.